All right, what's up guys? So I'm millionaire and I'm the founder of Boom Boom Creatives. Who cares? But I grew my agency in 5 months from 0 to 100,000 per month in 2023. And on this channel, I'm showing you how to do exactly the same fucking thing. So, okay, let's go. Today's topic is this. You're just starting out. You're following my outreach method that I'm showing you guys how to do, and you're about to sign your first client, but you're worried because you have no fucking experience to actually deliver the stuff you promised to deliver, okay? So the real issue is that you're trying to sell a service that you don't have the skills for, okay? Yet. So, at the same time, you need money, right? You can't be doing this shit for free. So, the wrong solution that other gurus push, right? Or just gurus, won't say others. Gurus push, the wrong solution is do work for free until you get good enough, and then you'll incentivize the clients you get free work to give you money for whatever fucking reason because you got them some results, but it doesn't fucking work because people, first of all, people don't value what they get for free. It doesn't matter if you made their store $10,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month. The expectation that you set from the start of the relationship is that you do it all for free, okay? So let's say you get their store from, let's say a store is doing $10,000 a month and you go in and you run ads and you get fucking lucky and it's your first time and you scale them up to $50,000 per month, 10 to 50, right? So yes, all of that, all the results is because of what you did, right? The work that you put in. But the relationship at the start was set up with expectations that you're doing all that for free. So when you come to them and say, hey guys, now pay me $5,000 a month or whatever, let's say some stupid tiny thing, pay me $2,000 a month for this, I'd say 50-50. Maybe they say yes because they can see from the extra profits they have, they can afford you, right? And afford that. Or maybe they say, well, no thanks. You know, like, we'll do it ourselves. We have the ads manager, we have the business manager, we have all the ads that you set up for us, right? We'll just take it and run it ourselves. And maybe if we don't get results, we'll come back to you in a couple months. What happens? They'll never come back, right? So free work is the stupidest fucking shit because you put in effort, you put in time, you put in energy, and you get $0 out of it. How the fuck are you gonna live on $0? You can't, okay? So that's the solution that people push who are big in this space. Do free work until you get good, whatever the fuck. Horrible idea. Horrible, horrible fucking idea, okay? The right solution is this. You learn on the go. So you get paid at the same time as you're developing your skills. And I'll give you a quick little analogy, okay? So my backstory is I went to Harvard for 2 years and then I quit, I left, I can always go back because I hated it there, worst place in the world. And then I took a year off and you have to come back after the year, you can come back anytime. I can still come back to graduate, never will. But I started a bunch of different businesses. This was like 2010, 2011. Some failed, some took off a little bit, and then writing really took off. So I got in on the first wave of Amazon KDP, Kindle Publishing, Kindle Direct Publishing, and over the next 10 years or so, I have like 40 different books under different pen names. They're all fiction, right? All types of different stuff, fantasy, romance, teen paranormal, vampire shit, like all under different pen names, okay? I was just writing books that are popular, that fit a niche that there's demand for, so I didn't really care. But it was a pretty good gig. It was that's how I made my first million, for example. But I couldn't grow and scale that business, okay? Because the only way to grow it, scale it, was to write more, produce more. And 40 books in 10 years, 40 plus, is a lot of production, anyway, for one person. But that's not the point. Point is this, at the start, okay, when I started out, I knew my books were shit. It took me from 2011 to 2014 to actually be proud enough of my books to put my face behind it, okay? Because I knew the writing was bad, so I was just starting out, right? Now, what regular authors do and what regular people fucking do is they write first draft of a book, okay? Then they step back for like a week, 2 weeks, whatever. Then they go back and do first draft, right? Or sorry, second draft, then third draft, then fourth draft, fifth draft. And like 5 years later, they're on their 12th draft, still haven't published a book and haven't made any fucking money. Meanwhile, in that same time period, what did I do? I wrote a book, quickly edited it in 1 day, right, and put it out there. Full of typos, full of mistakes, whatever the fuck, but doesn't matter because I was learning. I know what I would do. Next book, write it, edit it in a day, put it out there. Next book, write it, edit it in a day, put it out there, right? Just very, very, very many reps, okay? So 5 years down the line, I had, 20, 30 books published, making me money, quite a bit of money, okay? Whereas someone else who started trying to perfect the first book, the first draft, still hasn't published, hasn't made any fucking money, right? Is lost in I was lost in the fucking fantasy world of like their book, their edits, oh my god, this has to be perfect, right? That's not how it works. So the best way to do things is to get as many reps as possible, as quickly as possible, right? And how do you do that? One sec. Okay, so welcome back. Okay, so just like it was for me with books, because I was writing, releasing, you have to do the same thing now for your agency. You gotta sign and then do the work. Sign and then do the work, sign and do the work. Your delivery is going to be shit, that's fine. It's a learning process, it's the only way to learn. Okay? Now, some of you are gonna have, ethical and moral qualms about doing it this way. The thing I suggest is just lower the price a bit if you really have issues with that. Instead of, $2,000 is so low per month. Okay, it's fucking nothing for an e-commerce brand to pay you for ads and email and landing page optimization and everything else in the offer, right? It's fucking peanuts. So 2,000 already is super fucking low. If you feel better, try it for a little bit less, but don't go under 1,500, okay? Please, just do yourself a favor. Don't undersell what you're going to deliver. And if you don't deliver anything, it still doesn't matter because it's a learning, because you're learning. Okay, now, let's say you actually get a client, right? And you're trying to do the work and it's not going well. How do you keep clients happy? And how do you keep clients paying you while delivering no results, right? So 2 things that I suggest here. Number 1, you have to start off the relationship properly. So on the sales call, you have to set expectations as low as possible, right? So for that, what I mean is this. E-commerce, if you're running new ads, it takes time. You have to test different variables, different ad types, different ad strategies, different ad creatives, different ad copy, right? Same thing for the landing page. You put something up, maybe it doesn't convert as well, you have to A/B testing, right? Split testing, right? This entire process takes time. So to buy yourself time, okay, what you have to do is, like I said, first set expectations low on the sales call. So tell them that, yes, we can get you to X many dollars a month in revenue, but it will take time, right? And explain to them that running ads and doing all the stuff, even if you have all best practices in place, you just say you have best practices, you just say you know best practices, you're gonna learn them, right, as you go along. But even with all best practices in place, it takes time. So you just emphasize that fucking point, but do it with confidence on the call so they believe you, trust you, and understand that it's a process, okay? The second thing is daily communications with clients in whatever manager you use. If we use Slack for communication, you can use Telegram, you can probably use email, but like Slack or Telegram is probably the ideal Telegram group. But the most important thing for this point is to make sure the client feels like you're doing good work and they feel like they're being attended to. So what you gotta do, have very, very clear and daily communications with them, okay? Make sure that you keep them happy and in the loop about what's going on. So I'll give you an example. If you run, let's say 10 different ads for a client and it's your first time and you have no idea how they're gonna do, you can set expectations like that. You say, hey, right now we're just testing. We're gonna run 10 ads. We don't know which one is gonna take off. Maybe all take off, maybe none, right? We don't know until we test. And the test is gonna take 2-3 weeks, okay? And the budget for your ads is gonna be X, right? $500, $1,000, whatever, right? As long as you set expectations and you give them a realistic time frame, which stretch out as long as possible while you're learning, right? A realistic time frame to get results, this buys you probably 2, 3, maybe even 4 months of clients paying you the monthly retainer while you're delivering jack shit. Like, yeah, you're trying, obviously, right? I'm not saying don't try. I'm saying at the start, you won't have the experience and the knowledge to do a great job for them, but you have to learn somehow. Okay, and the third thing is you gotta build a collaborative relationship with them where they're contributing their thoughts, their ideas as well into what you're doing, right? So it's not like you just go and fuck off and they never see you and they see you like once a week in a Slack update, right? Every single day, they wanna see what's going on, what you're doing, why you're doing it, as long as you explain the reasoning behind what you're doing to them, because you've positioned yourself as the expert on the sales call, right? What happens is they trust that expertise. So that means you can stretch out a delivery of subpar results or no results at all, right? 3, 4, 6 weeks, even longer, but you just make sure that they understand the process. Like you say, hey guys, the process is gonna be like this. We're gonna test 10 different ads. It's gonna take 3 weeks to do the first batch of 5. It's gonna take another 3 weeks to do the second batch of 5, right? From those, we hope to find some winners. But we never know if we will find winners because right now we're just buying data from Facebook, buying data from TikTok, right? You can only run ads successfully when the business manager, when the ads manager has enough data on who your customers are, right? So this is not an overnight process, it's not an overnight success by any means. But don't worry, we have the right strategy in place to get you there. It just takes time. And as long as you set expectations like that, they will keep paying you. They'll pay you, like I said, they'll pay you $2,000 a month for 3, 4, 5 months, probably 3 or 4. Realistically, I would say like this, if they're just paying you $2,000 a month and you communicate with them daily on whatever channel you choose, we use Slack, okay? And you set expectations low at the start, so you tell them, hey, this is a process that takes time. You have to understand that. We'll deliver a new landing page, right? We'll do your email sequences, but for all of it to come together, it takes time, right? And you're only charging $2,000 a month, you can get away with no results for 3 to 4 months, right? Then after 4 months, they'll be like, okay, maybe this whole strategy isn't working, but they still won't be pissed at you because you will have communicated with them the entire way through what the strategy is, what you're doing, why you're doing it. You explain to them your thinking, and as long as they feel involved in the loop and in the know, they'll be happy, right? After 4 months, okay, they fuck off because there are no results, but that's what business is, right? You try some things, they don't work, you try some other things, they do work. Okay, so this is all fine as long as you frame things correctly at the start on the sales call, and then throughout the relationship, while you're learning how to deliver actually good results, right? And throughout the relationship, before you actually, have the experience to deliver good results, daily communications, constant communications, and making sure it's a collaboration with them will keep them paying you 3 or 4 times, at least $2,000 a month, right? Which again, I suggest pricing your stuff much higher, right? My minimum is $5,000 a month, and that's like the lowest tier package. That's like one media buyer just running ads. We don't even make the ads. The client has to provide the ads, okay? Real packages like $7,500, $10,000 a month. But that's how you do it, okay? And then one last example, when I was running high ticket fitness, rebelfit.io, okay? I spent a year, wasted a year, putting together what I thought, and what actually was, the best fucking program in the world. And I thought, okay, we're gonna have this amazing program, everyone's gonna get results because it's so damn good, right? And we're gonna blow up huge. It didn't blow up for various reasons, mostly because I was relying, originally all the clients we got were organic, and then we kind of ran out of organic leads, and I was trying to go into paid advertising on Facebook, and it was ban after ban after ban after ban, despite not breaking any rules, right? But that's Facebook. But what I learned there was we had a 3-month program, we had a 5-month program. We had 80, 90 clients, something like that. Guess how many of them actually got good results, where if someone saw them, when they started, and someone saw them 6 months later, or a year later, they're like, whoa, that's a new person. Out of 80, let's say out of 80, there may be 3. Okay, 3 out of 80 got good results. But everyone was fucking happy with the program because they had one-on-one coaching, they had an amazing program, coaches replied within 5 minutes to any text, right? And it was just set up the whole way that they feel kind of coddled even, right? They feel good about themselves, blah, blah, blah. But it's not on us that they don't take action. We give them all the information that they need to have success. We did everything for them, but we can't work out for them. We can't eat for them. Right? So at the end of the day, everyone was a happy client, but only 3 or 4 got results, okay? So that means 80 plus clients got no results, and we're still happy paying us, right? So that's where I really learned this, that it is less so about results, more so about the feelings that you put into the client's heads, hearts, whatever the fuck, to get them to pay you. Okay, and this is the way you do it when you're starting out because you don't have the experience to deliver high quality fulfillment for your offer yet, but you have to charge for your offer no matter what because you have to get money in to be able to build that experience, right? Again, the worst thing you can do is to do stuff for free. Don't do that. That's the stupidest advice ever because you're gonna starve, business is gonna die, you're not gonna have any clients, you're gonna be overworked, you're gonna be overwhelmed, and you're not gonna see any sort of tangible benefit for all your effort. Right? Whereas if you charge something, even if it's small, like $2,000, right? And then you do shit delivery, and you don't deliver anything at all, but you still get clients paying for 2, 3, 4 months, you have money coming in. And you also are buying yourself time to create the experience needed to deliver on a high level in the future, right? So your first clients are practice clients, so be it. And I'm not saying don't try for them. I'm just saying at the start, right? You're not gonna have the requisite experience to deliver a high standard of fulfillment, but you still have to get paid the whole way through. And then later on, when you have the experience, you can start charging $7,500, $10,000 a month, like we do for our stuff. All right, that's me, guys. Cheers.